Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Naya, if you don't already know. Here is a little update for you guys. I am officially out of the hospital. Actually, I've been out of the hospital for about 2 weeks now. It's June 6th, and I discharged from the hospital May 20th. I like to say it was on a Saturday. I am officially 10 weeks post-transplant on Sunday, June 4th. I got my double lung transplant March 26th, so it's been 10 weeks now. I haven't really made any updates being in the hospital during that time because a lot had happened. I will try to tell you guys my experience in the ICU during my recovery, just to help people who are currently in my position or are getting into the transplant list and don't know what to expect. Be in the hospital, especially for as long as I did. I was admitted into the hospital after doing right heart cath January 25th. I didn't get my transplant surgery until March 26th, so about 2 months, 3 months it took for me to finally get my lungs. I had 3 dry runs, and this 4th run was the actual transplant. Then the recovery, which was a lot of ups and downs, which is completely and totally normal. I will try to recall most of what happened, but I don't really remember much. I have videos and pictures, but I feel like they are a little too out there to try to post them and show everyone, especially like for someone who is preparing to be in surgery or waiting to be in surgery. I don't want to post some of the things that have happened because what happened to me may not happen to you. Everyone is different. Everyone recovers differently. Some people recover very fast. It took some people 2 weeks to recover. It took me 10 weeks. So there's that. But I hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, so first thing first, being admitted into the hospital. Like I had said before, I feel like I said it into another video, I did a right heart cath. Sometime in January, they told me they wanted me to come back to Gainesville so I could be admitted into the hospital because my heart was just a little enlarged. So for precaution and to boost me up onto the transplant list, they have me admitted into the ICU of Shands Hospital in Gainesville, Florida. Just to let y'all know, I am in Gainesville, Florida. Shands is one of the best in all of the country, so I knew I was in good hands. Literally a couple of days after being admitted, I got my first dry run. Me and my fiance were not prepared for that. It was very emotional. A lot of emotions and feelings were sorry, as you can see, I'm outside, but a lot of emotions and feelings were brought in on that first dry run. Second one, we were kind of a little bit prepared, but not as much as we thought we were. That was like about 2.5 weeks later. Third one, we were very prepared. Actually, the lungs were, as one of my surgeon doctors said, perfect, just perfect lungs. Unfortunately, there was a storm on that day, and the family of the deceased did not want to pause the harvesting of the body, so I lost out on a pair of perfect lungs. Then almost a month later, I got my 4th call or notice. These were just as perfect. They were just a little bit big on me because I am very petite. The lungs were kind of big, so they had to cut them, I guess you could say, or made it fit to my body. I was not afraid of the actual surgery because, like I said, I'm at Gainesville. They are one of the best in the country. I knew I was in good hands. My fear was the recovery part because everyone's experience is different. Me personally, this is my first surgery. I didn't know how I was gonna do, and Thankfully, I have my lovely fiance. That's one big thing that I do improvise. Make sure you have a very strong support group. If you can have someone who can stay with you for most of the time, not all the time, which is understandable. Unfortunately for me, my fiance stayed throughout the whole time we were there, and he was a big support. He helped me calm down. I had pretty bad anxiety. I don't normally have bad anxiety. So like a disclaimer, before transplant, I never took meds for anxiety, depression, or anything like that. Granted, I do get a little sad and everything like that, but nothing to where I need medications. I feel like it's just part of life and the journey of being a human being. But I have really bad anxiety, and I have really bad slight depression, but mostly anxiety. Anxiety was extremely bad. They did have to give me medications. After surgery, I did sleep for 3 days straight. They do wake you up for like neural like testing, so they'll wake you up for like, they'll have you sedated, then they'll wake you up and they'll be like, Naya, can you hear me? Squeeze my hand, like fingers, wiggle your toes, push on your toes, push them back, look like the eyes thing, the usual. Then they sedated me back. I did have the tube in my mouth. I hated that. I wanted them to take that out very quickly. Thank God they did. Not every hospital will do this, but if you beg and you tell your doctors that you want something out, press them, okay? Because I pressed them a lot about getting a lot of things out, because it did take me a little longer than most people to get certain things out. Like I had a feeding tube, I was incubated twice. That wasn't fun. They had the catheter inside me. I didn't twice, okay? I didn't like that. They also put a tube up your butt to help like with the poop, and a balloon. That was different. That was weird. But you don't have it on for a long period of time. I think I had it for like a week, and then I was able to get that out. But disclaimer, trigger warning, you do get really bad diarrhea. I think I did, but you might too. Maybe not. If you're not, lucky you, but your girl struggled, okay? My magnesium was very low, so that was another factor. As of why was it low, I don't know, sorry, but yeah, it was low. What else is there? A lot happened, guys. Just so much happened, and I should have done a video sooner so I could explain the journey better, but I'm kind of like all over the place, and it's just so hard to explain the journey because, like I said, everyone's different. From what I seen like on YouTube and like Facebook, everyone made it seem like you recover in like 2 to 3 weeks. Even the doctor said it. Usually you be in the ICU for like 2-3 weeks. The only reason you be up there longer is if there's no room in the 6th floor, where it's like prepare you to be released and stuff like that, because when you're in the ICU, you are like, they take care of you like 24/7. They're very hands-on, like they monitor you for every single little thing, like very like I said, very hands-on. 6th floor, where you're gonna be released, like before you get discharged, they're not as like, they kind of let you be. You're more independent. Some people don't like it, some people love it. I personally kind of loved it, but that's another part of this video. But where was I going with this? So I don't know, guys, it's just hard. Just a lot happened. I do want to say though, I know they tell you make sure you like work out and exercise. I did work out. I did go to the gym that they had, the physical therapy, and I did the treadmill and everything like that, but I didn't walk around my unit, okay? I know they tried to make me, but they compromised because I go to the gym. Now, if you are pre-transplant, make sure you do some type of exercise. I am not a walker. I do not like walking, okay? So they compromised with me to let me go to physical therapy / gym as long as I keep improving during the whole time. Now, there were some people on the floor who preferred to walk. They walk like crazy. They were walking all the time plus gym. And they're doing very fine recovering, actually. Me personally, I probably struggle because I did not walk. But after transplant, I walked, okay? I was walking like crazy, okay? I walked like I never walked before. I lost so much weight too. I'm gonna tell you about that. But I walked a lot post-transplant than I did pre-transplant. And it was weird because pre-transplant, I mostly went to the gym. Post-transplant, I mostly walked the unit and barely went to the gym because the gym felt weird. Now, I guess because I'm still trying to get used to moving my body more and the fatigue of everything and the surgery, the gym and the treadmill just felt very off to me. Doing the body weight, the weight machines, the press and the leg extensions and curls were also a little bit of a struggle, but I still tried. So I started going to the gym a little bit more towards the end of my recovery, and I just mostly walked. I walked at least 2 to 3 times, laps a day. The most I did was 7 laps in the day, which is good because that's technically a mile. Now they wanted me to walk a mile every day. Yeah, your girl ain't do that. Yeah. So as long as they see something is better than nothing. Remember that. So if you are pre and post, something is better than nothing. Now, especially post is very hard. You do start off light. For me, they had me start practicing sitting up. Actually, I would do like a little video, like attach it like right here, of the little things that the physical therapist had helped me with. I will at least show that. They helped me get up from the chair. They helped me walk back and forth from my room, like from my seating chair to the door, and then we slowly start walking around the halls. So they do baby steps. Now they do them very fast because I think they started having me walk like after I woke up from the 3-day nap that I took. I would like to call it a nap, but there's that. So make sure y'all do some type of physical movement post transplant because that's very important, especially to recover fast. Weight. Now, another thing about my weight, I do have a video, I'll put it right here, of me working on my weight loss. Now, I've heard it, I've seen the testimonies from people on Facebook saying they lost a lot of weight. I didn't think I was gonna lose a lot of weight. Your girl felt like she was like still gaining weight, okay? The food there was all right. I kept eating chicken tenders. I ain't gonna lie with you. The food was all right. I mostly ate chicken tenders, but my lovely fiance kept getting me fast food when I asked for fast food. So that kind of contributed to my little weight gain / stability. Now, after transplant, I had a feeding tube. Now, you may or may not get this, but I unfortunately got it. Never again would I want to do the feeding tube. Me personally, I did not like the feeding tube because the feeding tube goes way down through your nose, down your throat, all the way down to your small intestines. It passes your stomach to your small intestine. And that's how I got my medications. That's how I got my food. That's pretty much everything. I did not eat food for weeks, almost a month. Felt like 3 weeks, okay? Like I craved, when I woke up from the surgery, sorry. When I woke up from surgery, I immediately craved apple juice. That's all I wanted, was apple juice and water. They couldn't give me either because they were afraid that I might have like acid reflux or some type of something that can damage my poor little lungs. Not poor, big lungs. My lungs. Or Harmony. Okay? I named my lungs. Her name is Harmony. Just to let y'all know. Anyways, back to the weight. So I had the feeding tube. It goes to your small intestines. And yeah, I craved apple juice, I craved water, I craved fruit, I would crave refreshing things because I was tired of everything. I literally asked for apple juice every single day for like 3 weeks. I bet the nurses were very tired of me asking every single day, but I asked. In order for you to have some type of food, some type of liquid, you had to do a swallow test. It was all right. I did have like a little camera tube go down my nose. That was weird. And I saw my vocal cords, you guys. That was interesting. Now, I did not like the feeling because I don't like things going up my nose, but your girl had to do it in order to be able to pass the swallow test. Also, during the swallow test, you do eat like chunks of ice, and they dyed it and it makes your lip, they dyed it with like blue or green dye, and it did dye my lips blue and my mouth blue. That was pretty cool. I like that. But other than that, no. They did give me little ice chips, thank God. That was refreshing. Then I had to go downstairs to where the swallow test people would be, to do another swallow test of different consistencies. So liquid, thicker, like marshmallow pasty stuff, crackers. That was disgusting. Okay, they all taste nasty. They were super dry. They stuck to my teeth. I struggled the first time, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like threw up blood or something, like something triggered something. And yeah, so there's that. It's raining, oh dear. Let me try to finish this. But eventually I did finally pass. They let me pass even though I had the little situation, and I was able to finally have my apple juice, thank God. And then one of my nurses, she's so sweet, she made me apple juice popsicles. I love them. They're shaped like a pineapple. I loved it. Loved it. And then another thing that I had experienced, I had a trait. So here is my little cover up, but I had a trait. Maybe I'll show a picture of it. I did get it removed towards the end of my stay at the hospital. I had it for a little while. It was to help with the flow of breathing and everything like that, because I couldn't really do it on my own. So the trach helped. I did not want the trach, but unfortunately I had to have it. So that was part of my little journey. Yes, I didn't like it, but it was needed. It was necessary. Eventually you get a little used to it. Then they have you do little exercises where you kind of cover it so you could talk. But I did not really need to cover it to talk, because thanks to my lovely fiance, he had frustrated me one night, because usually he could understand me when I was talking with the trait, but that night he couldn't understand me. And so I was so frustrated with him for not understanding what I was trying to say. So I just said it, and he was like, "You talked." And I was like, "I talked." And so I just kept talking, and I was like, "Well, let's see how it is in the morning." And I was talking in the morning, and it was just like I don't know how to, like, I'll probably put a video of right here of me talking, especially to my fiance and the nurses, like how they were like, "How are you doing that?" And it's like, I don't know, I'm just talking. Like, I got frustrated, he let me talk, and I just been able to talk. So that was a pretty cool experience. You may or may not be able to do that, I don't know. What else is there? What else did I experience? I experienced a lot of things. It's kind of normal if you are heart poke. I was a heart poke, extremely hard, pre-transplant and post-transplant. I had a lot of IVs inside me. I have a lot of bruises and marking. I had to get a peck in me at one point, like right here. This is where I think where the peck was. I had a midline, but then I had a blood clot in there. They got that resolved. They took the midline out immediately, and then they got it resolved. The blood clot resolved. That was my only blood clot, so thank God, nothing too serious. What else was there? Oh, I think that's really it, you guys. So much has happened, and I feel like I was just rambling on and on. So hopefully you got a little bit of information of like my experience and what has happened and how I felt about it. I know, like I said, I was rambling, but like so much happened, you guys. So much happened in that 10-week post recovery, and I'm fine now. I am doing absolutely incredible. I've been, for these 2 weeks of discharge, I have been going to clinic on Wednesdays. I do blood work Mondays and Thursdays. I have other appointments with other specialists. I do physical therapy 3 times a week, and I try to improve every time I go. So whether I am doing more time minutes on the treadmill, or I am doing more reps or something, just kind of just improving myself. And so far the doctors are saying I am doing very well. Some tweaks of medications here and there. It is a lot of medications. Just to let you guys know, the best way I do my medications is taking Zofran for nausea. So if you want to ask your doctors about the Zofran for the nausea, because it makes me nauseous, and I know some other people it made them nauseous because it's a lot of medications. I'll put like a little picture of it. It's a lot it's a lot. Especially the morning meds. The morning meds is truly the most. Night meds, not so bad. Then I have like afternoon meds, but they're more like supplements, so I don't really count them. And then I take like a nighttime melatonin to help me sleep, because I do have a little bit of trouble like sleeping, because I got used to being in the ICU and waking up like at 6, 7 in the morning. So I take melatonin to help me sleep, like melatonin gummies. But so far so looking good. I mean, I might be able to leave Gainesville very soon, hopefully before my birthday in August. Might do a little video for that, like a little vlog. I have some ideas of what I want to do for my birthday. Let's see how it goes. So stay tuned for that. You might see a video, you guys, on my birthday. I'm gonna turn 27. Crazy. I've done a lot being 26, and I really overcame something that can be very traumatizing and can be a lot. And I know a lot of the patients who have to get this procedure are older, and it's completely understandable to be scared. There's one person that at first I was the youngest person on the ICU floor who was waiting and got a transplant, but then there was someone else who got theirs at the age of 16. She was supposed to be with the children's hospital, but they wanted her to be with the adults because they have better care there. But that's besides the point. I am young, and my recovery, even though it took longer than some people who were in their 70s and they got out of there at 2 weeks, I am doing very well for my age. I am I'm doing good post-transplant. I'm so happy I am. No real struggles. All the things that they will worry about, like right after transplant, I experienced it already in the hospital. That's why I was in there for so long. So that was a blessing in disguise, honestly. So now it's just a little bit tweaking of my medications through the blood work and stuff like that. But other than that, I am very good. I have so many things planned. I have really put some work into my Sun Kids Babes business. I'm trying to, come back to selling bikinis. Oh, it's starting to rain. I don't have to go, you guys, but I know my rambling was a lot, but work with me here. I'll probably do another better video, but thank you for watching the video. I hope you like it, and stay tuned for more. Bye.